Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm back with another episode of my Slayer only Ironman. Well, what is a Slayer only, you may ask? Simply put, I'm going to be progressing through the game, focusing only on the Slayer skill. The only monsters that I can kill are going to be Slayer monsters that I have on task. The only items and drops that I can use are going to be from Slayer drops, so there will be a chance of training my other skills, but it will be slow and dependent on the Slayer monsters I get assigned. My endgame goal is to achieve 99 Slayer as well as getting the best gear I can along the way. Now in today's episode, I'm going to be working on a few different goals. One of the bigger ones is actually completing my Defender grind. We're on the Mithril Defender and, well, getting Hill Giant tasks is not very common, so we're going to be working on that, as well as I want to work on getting a higher crafting level, as well as chipping away at 75 Slayer. Each Slayer level now is so incredibly long, so I'm hoping to get 75 Slayer for the next episode, and then we can tackle some gargoyles and see what that unlocks from there. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So we're actually going to continue on getting tasks from the Canopus Slayer Master, as we are still hoping to get a Hill Giant task, because we really need to get our Defender grind out of the way. Currently we just have a Mithril Defender, so we only have a couple more to go. I think we're over halfway at least. Alright, we just finished up another task here. Earth Warriors, not bad. We do want to remember to do every 10th task with either Konar or Neve. That being said, I think I forget to do that this time. Okay, our next task is going to be Cave Slimes. Not too bad, we'll just go ahead and whip that out quickly. We actually managed to complete an easy clue scroll, and we got, what is that, a Willow Longbow? That would have been useful had I not already spent a ton of time trying to grind out the Spiritual Rangers. With that said, I think I do have a better range training option. Alright, next task is Scorpions. Nothing good there, but we'll go ahead and do that quickly. And we're just finishing up a bat task now. We've done a few tasks here, and while doing like Mazda tasks or Vanica tasks definitely give you less points per hour, being able to do them quickly and then get your 10th task streak bonus is actually not that bad either. Dogs is probably one of my least favorite tasks. There's not really a good option, unless you count Cerberus, but I can't do that yet. We're going to get our 10th task streak at Konar, and we got Greater Demons, 161 of them. A pretty good task, we can get a fair bit of experience from that. And there's another Brimstone key. We're still kind of hoping for either the Runeplate body or maybe if we get lucky, a Mystic piece. We would hopefully get the Mystic top or bottom because I don't have that yet. We just missed a strength level, but there we go. There's level 79 strength. I can't believe how close we're getting to higher combat stats and how terrible our gear is by comparison. We are very over leveled for our gear. Okay, so we have a few alcohols we're going to alch and a couple Brimstone keys we're going to open, but look at that, a 270 point bonus. That's really nice to see. Steel bars, I'll take it. And coal. Okay, well, we're getting lots of smithing experience. We'll have to cash that in at some point. There are a few quests where I will need a fair bit of smithing levels, including Cabin Fever, which I am hopefully going to eventually finish. Alright, our next task is lizards. We'll just do more of the sulfur lizards, as we can just stack up on more ores and bars, which we will eventually need. Alright, we have another medium clue scroll here. I'm really excited. A lot of things that will be useful for the account. And we got a white headband. That is not what we wanted, but still I'm just kind of happy we completed a medium. Still have not completed a hard clue scroll yet. We're going to be working on that. There are just so many useful rewards that will actually just help me out so much if I do eventually get them. Now, a few episodes ago, I actually unlocked fairy rings. And I was trying to figure out where the closest teleport I have would be to a fairy ring. And it's actually in the Arceus spellbook. It's very close. It's the Salve Graveyard teleport. And yeah, it's only like a 3-second walk away, and that teleport is extremely convenient and probably one of the closest ones to a fairy ring in the game, until I unlock the Slayer rings at least. There we go guys, our lizard task is done. Let's go back and get a new task. We have another medium clue scroll coming in here. Let's hope for something good. And oh, we got some green dragon hide. A green dragon hide body that does require Dragon Slayer to wear. However, with the completion of Lost City, I should be able to actually complete Dragon Slayer eventually, which would allow me to wear that. Certainly a much better clue scroll than the last time. Let's go ahead and get our new assignment, and there it is finally, Hill Giants. It took quite a while to get that task. 63 is not a lot, but unfortunately the Slayer Master doesn't assign a ton at a time. My reasoning is that the Hill Giant task would be probably twice as likely here, even if the quantity was less. Now, the only way for me to actually get Warrior Guild tokens is through the shot putting method, which is terrible, absolutely terrible. However, we don't really need too many tokens, and we're just kind of picking away at this. We'll just throw a few shot puts, AFK for a while, and repeat, and we'll go ahead and gather maybe a couple hundred. Sadly, it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting a defender today. We're working on the Adamant defender. Only 3 more to go, unfortunately, no luck. We'll go ahead and get a new task, and well, that was a bit of wasted time, unfortunately. That's what I'd like to see. There is another Hill Giant task of 45. That should give us a decent chance at getting the Adamant defender. We didn't get one last time, so we're guaranteed one this time, right? Oh, well, there we go. There is the Adamant defender. That only leaves us with 2 more to go, and then we don't have to worry about getting these terrible tasks again. We'll go ahead and try for our rune defender. We only have 25 Hill Giants left to kill. I'm not expecting it, but it would be pretty nice if we could get that, and that would just leave us with 1 more to get. Unfortunately, no luck, and this has been a pretty long grind, to be honest. Hill Giants aren't very common unless you're getting tasks from very low level Slayer Masters, which is really my only option for this. Next up here we have Scorpions, which we'll just go ahead and complete quickly. Alright, so we're getting Worms from Konar because this is our task streak, and we want to get those points. Worms, we still are hoping to get a Dragon Sword from, because that would be an upgrade, I believe. Okay, we have another Brimstone chest open up here. Let's hope for something good. And it is going to be, hey, here we go, rune plate bodies. That is actually a gear upgrade. We can't wear them yet, but when we complete Dragon Slayer, we'll have a rune plate body and a backup. Okay, we got another key to open up here, and it's going to be rubies. That is pretty nice. That is another 35 dig site teleports. And we have another Brimstone chest open up here, and 386 coal. Eventually, we can maybe turn those into cannonballs or smithing experience or something. Okay, so this was a very long task. Worms are so slow, I don't like them, but there is the rare chance that we get a dragon sword or even a dragon hasta from the Brimstone chest. Really, anything would be nice. That being said, probably a 3-hour task to complete, which is not ideal. We are getting a lot of alcohols and soul runes and blood runes, which are handy. However, not really worth it because the experience sucks. Anyway, there we go. That's 160 tasks done in a row and an extra 90 points, bringing us up to 317. Okay, I'm just going to take a minute to alch some things in my bank. One loose goal of mine is actually to unlock the Edgeville teleport. The reason being, I don't think I'm going to be getting a glory anytime soon, and it's a really useful teleport to have. Especially on the Arceus spellbook, there actually is something that can teleport you to your home as a instant teleport. And not on a cooldown or anything like that, so that would be a nice teleport right to Edgeville. Honestly, except for when I'm doing clue scrolls, it's much better for me to be on the Arceus spellbook, just because of how close it is to a fairy ring teleport. But yeah, we actually have probably like 300k in alcohols here, which is like an extra 30% to our cash stack. At 433k, not bad, so I think if I really start working on it, try not to waste too much money here, I will hopefully be able to save up the 5 mil required to buy that new teleport. I think once we can go ahead and start turning some of our steel bars into alcohols, we'll get pretty close. Okay, let's hope for monk robes, really only thing that we need out of this. And leather chaps, okay. Now we're just going to take a minute and start using some of the resources we've collected over the last couple of months. We're going to get a few smithing levels here, and then we may go ahead and bury some bones and get some prayer levels. Now, part of me wants to save some of these for cannonballs, but we have another like 2,000 coal in the bank, which we'll probably use for that. For now, I'm just going to get a few smithing levels. There is level 42 smithing. And I think we'll be able to get one more, I believe. There we go, there is level 43 smithing. The smithing requirement for cabin fever is 50, so once we get there, we probably don't need to work on it until the late game. So it turns out level 43 is actually the first level that we can start chiseling diamonds. So we actually have a lot of experience in the bank for crafting, because we've been stacking up diamonds from the Brimstone chest as well as the Laurent's chest. We just hit a crafting level right now, and we should get a few more, as we can actually make rings of life as well. Not sure if those are going to be useful, but we're going to go through all of our gems and see what level we get to. Okay, we have another crafting level coming through here. That is going to be a level of 47 crafting, I believe. Now, crafting levels are extremely important as we have a ton of dragon hide that is banked, but we can't make it yet until the late 50s, I believe. There is level 48 crafting, just creating a few more digzite pendants, which will come in handy. I considered making rings of recoil out of the sapphires, which I guess would speed up Slayer tasks, but I think games necklaces are going to be the way to go for quite a while. And we're in the wilderness right now. We're going to cash in on a few of our dragon bones, or in this case our wyvern bones, as well as our worm bones. We just hit level 62 prayer. Prayer has proven to be actually a really easy skill to train, as pretty much every monster I'm killing drops bones. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. A lot of time went into a lot of these Slayer tasks, and we're getting very close to level 75 Slayer, but I really want to try to get one of these episodes out every 2 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed. If you are, I would appreciate it if you left today's episode a like, and I will see you in the next episode.